guys. Alright, so if there is any advice that I could give fellow artists, I would say to, when you make pieces, try to make them on materials like canvas or panels that are in standard sizes. There's a lot of reasons why this is helpful. So like what I mean by standard sizes is basically like for framing. Something that you can do is go over to your local craft store and look what frames they have and see like, how do I explain this? See what size canvases they'll fit. And sometimes they have a mat, so you want to see what size the frame will fit and also what size like that square or rectangle in the middle of the mat. Am I making any sense? That the hole. See what size the hole is so you can know what size canvases to paint on that will fit in that hole with the mat around. I didn't like painting on canvas panels. I preferred stretch canvas. Do you guys know what canvas panels are? I'll show you. Alright, so this is stretch canvas. It's wrapped around these stretcher bars and then stapled onto it. And so like some of them, this is a studio, I think it's called studio profile or something. So this is 3/4 inch thick, and they also have gallery wrapped canvases, and those are about, I think they're 1.5 inches thick. They're more luxurious and fancy. But anyway, this is stretch canvas. It's my favorite. They're easy to wire because you can just put like hooks in here and then wire it across. And if you paint the edges, you can just hang it right on the wall without having to frame it. Easy peasy. But they take up more space because they're thicker than a panel, and they're more expensive. So this is a pack of 5 panels. Can you see? Oh, it's really bright. You can't see. Here, I'll open it up so you can see what the panels look like. Wow, that is really strong plastic. Okay, so this is a canvas panel. And so it's really thin. It's basically, I don't know what it's made of. I think it's like cardboard with canvas wrapped on it and then I'm assuming glued on somehow. Anyway, these are cool because they're way cheaper. They take up less space because they're so much thinner than the stretch canvas. But the problem is that you can't like wire the back of it and just hang it on the wall. This has to be framed. This is 11 inch by 14 inch. At like Michael's, they have frames that you can buy for not very much, for like $12 that will fit this. Framing can be like hecka expensive. You don't need to go get it professionally framed if it's a standard size. Otherwise, you're gonna have to go to the framer, and I've done this many times. It's really expensive. It looks nice, but it is expensive. Really large sizes, or they're just like weird size canvas, like, I don't know, 4 feet long. I just spit. 4 feet long and like 2 feet wide. Like, that's not a standard size. You're gonna have to get that custom frame. This is a frame I got at Michael's. It's like the $12 one, and I don't know what the dimensions are here, but this hole in here fits an 11 inch by 14 inch canvas panel. If you can paint on standard sizes, it makes framing it way easier. Plus, if you're gonna show at galleries and things, they pretty much always require that the art is framed. But sometimes if it's like on stretched canvas and you have the edges painted, then it just needs to be wired so it can be displayed properly. But standard sizes make framing way easier. What's the word I'm looking for? When I'm low on space, then I make less of the stretched canvas because I don't have the space for it. I just make more of these because they're easier to store. I have so many paintings in my closet right now, and I kind of did this end of the year binge. I don't think that's the right word, but I was trying to beat my I was trying to explain to my friend Cassandra yesterday why I was painting so much. So it's January 1st. Yesterday was December 31st of 2019. Every year, I keep track of how many paintings that I do. There are some paintings that I don't count into it, but generally I keep track of all the paintings I do. See like which year is my most productive. I was gonna say prosperous. I'm like, that's not the right word. And I don't know, I just like keeping track of it. So 2015 was my most productive year to date. I think I made about 87 paintings, which for a professional artist really isn't that much. I don't know how much most do, but I think it's well over 100 Like, I bet, you know, I don't have time to do that. If art was my all day, everyday job, then yeah, that would be doable. But it's not. I have a full-time job and a part-time job. So, anyway, 2015 I had the most, and I think 2017 was my worst at like 37. 2018 was my number 2 with 67 paintings. I wanted for 2019 for it to be my most productive. I wanted to beat 87 and have it be, you know, my best year, because I had a full-time job for most of the year. I was strapped for time, and if I could get number 1 for this year, it just would have felt empowering to be like, yeah, I was super busy and I still had a really productive art year. But I didn't beat 87, but I did beat 2018, which was good. So 2019 is my new number 2 year. And that's nothing to be ashamed about. I think I made 71 paintings. And that's considering that I had a full-time job for most of the year and had less time than I've had in the past. So I was happy with myself about that. And that's what I was doing last night before I went to the party, was I was painting a bunch of paintings because I was at 67 and I did not want to tie for 2018. So anyway, I beat it and I feel good about that. And now it's 2020. I need to get in the habit of saying like 2019, 2018 and stuff, because I've been saying like 2000 for the longest time, and we didn't do that in like 1995, so I don't know why I say it the way I do. Anyway, so it's one of my New Year's resolutions actually to beat my old score for 2015. I need to make like 88 paintings to beat my old score. Basically, if I could do, let me think. If I could do 8, what's 8 times 12? If I could do, what's 7 times 12? Let me think. 7 times 2. Yeah, 7 paintings a month won't cut it. So it'd have to be at least 8 paintings a month to beat my score, because I think that's like 96 or something. Yeah. That was my advice for other artists, is to paint on standard sizes. It's really helpful. And it makes it more appealing, I think, to your potential customers to know that, oh, if I buy this panel, it won't be a pain in the butt to frame, because I can just run over to Michael's, grab a frame for not a lot of money, and put it in there. Hope you guys had a good celebration last night, and have a fantastic week. I feel like it's Monday, but it's not. It's almost Thursday, so that was a weird thing to say.